All right, let's plug in our headsets and dial into a modern day ghost story that has seriously haunted the corporate halls of India. We're talking about a call center agent who was, well, more than just a ghost in the machine. It's a story that really gets under your skin because it taps into those weird anxieties of the modern workplace, the anonymity, the burnout, and that creepy feeling that you don't really know the people sitting right next to you. Okay, so let's dive right in. And we're starting with a real bombshell, the one you see right here. The story goes that what we're about to get into isn't just some campfire tale, it's something that actually happened. So, our story kicks off in a place so many of us can picture, a late night call center. We're at the Saffron BPO in Gurgaon, India. It's the graveyard shift, and it's here that we meet a very, very strange employee. So, just get the scene in your head. A huge hall, the only light is coming from dozens of computer monitors, and the only sound is this constant low murmur of scripted conversations. It's kind of the perfect breeding ground for a modern myth, right? A place where your own identity can feel just as disposable as a call script. And all that routine, all that repetition, it's about to be completely shattered. And right there, in the middle of all these tired agents, was Rose. I mean, her name was in the system. And her performance? Absolutely flawless. She was the company's #1 employee, a total star performer. But here's the thing. While everyone knew her work, nobody actually knew her. She was complete mystery. And that's the real head-scratcher, isn't it? She would show up on time, log in, work like a machine, and then just leave. If a colleague tried to say hi, they'd maybe get a faint little smile before she just turned right back to her screen. She was basically a ghost in the machine long before anyone had a clue. Okay, so this is where things start to get really weird. That whole professional, quiet vibe, it's about to completely fall apart, and it all starts with one bizarre rule-breaking incident. Now, this was way out of the ordinary. I mean, these calls are scripted, they're timed, they're supposed to last 15 minutes tops. But Rose, she stays on this one call for hours, just whispering into her headset. Her whole team starts getting worried. She was talking to absolutely no one. The second her team leader patched into the line, Rose slammed the phone down, glared at everyone with this look of pure rage, grabbed her bag, and just walked out of the office for good. And just look at how fast this whole thing unravels. It goes from being a strange workplace drama, an employee who quit in a huff, to a full-on paranormal case. Her parents confirmed it. Their daughter, Rose, had been dead for almost a decade. That question just hung over the entire office like a thick fog. Think about it. They had seen her, they'd spoken to her, they sat next to her. Her name was logged in the system every single day. So if she was dead, then who or what had been their star employee? And it's like, as soon as that question was asked, the office itself started to answer. Suddenly, the whole place went from a place of work to a place of pure fear. People heard footsteps when no one was there. An agent saw Rose's reflection in the bathroom mirror, but her eyes were blood red. Even the security cameras in the pantry caught this weird shadow that just morphed into the shape of a woman. The ghost was done hiding. This all leads us to the terrifying peak of this story, and it's all centered on the narrator's friend, a guy named Samar, during one horrible shift that would change his life forever. Can you just imagine the terror? It's the middle of the night, the shift is almost over, and your phone rings. You pick it up, and you hear the voice of your dead colleague reciting her old work script. Samar, completely terrified, hangs up the phone, and at that exact moment, the entire call center goes pitch black. So the power's out, everyone else bolts, but Samar, he's just frozen at his desk in fear. And then, in the little bit of moonlight coming through the windows, he sees it, Rose's empty chair, spinning slowly, all by itself. He makes a run for the elevator, mashes the button for the ground floor, but when the doors open, he's looking straight into a graveyard. This is what makes it so bone-chilling. Standing there among all these zombie-like figures is Rose herself. And she speaks to him, directly. "I like you a lot, Samar," she says. "Why don't you say hi anymore?" See, the haunting isn't just random anymore. It's personal. It's predatory. Samar just collapses in fear. A few moments later, the lights flicker back on, the elevator's normal, the graveyard is gone. The next shift finds him just shaking in a corner. He calls his friend, the narrator, and they both quit the very next day. They swore they would never, ever go back. Now, you might think the story ends right there with their escape.
But this is where a ghost story turns into a true urban legend, because it doesn't just stay in one place. It latches on and it follows you home.
And then the last piece of the puzzle just clicks into place. The narrator finds out that the entire office building, the Saffron BPO, was built right on top of a demolished graveyard. Rose wasn't just haunting an office. She was haunting her home.
But see, just leaving the building didn't mean he left the ghost behind. The Saffron BPO has been shut down for good. But Rose's connection to Samar? That was not cut. Because every single night, months later, at this exact time, Samar's phone rings. The caller ID is, well, it's impossible. It's coming from the landline of the Saffron BPO, a building that's now abandoned, a place with all its phone lines disconnected. And when he answers, he hears that same calm, professional voice that started this whole nightmare. The haunting didn't end. It just became a routine, an inescapable part of his nightly life, a call he can never, ever truly hang up on. And that's really the unsettling thought we want to leave you with. It makes you wonder, what kind of ghosts haunt our own workplaces, born from the pressures of the daily grind? So what would you do when the caller just won't take no for an answer? Thanks for watching this explainer.